Hey, you guys, welcome back to Retro Movie Palace. What a beautiful name, Retro Movie Palace. That's probably one of the reasons you guys keep visiting us. And of course, the topics. We're going to take a look back at a classic. We're going to take a look back at the classic Terminator, the first Terminator movie. Ready? Let's go.
In 1984, this super cool sci-fi action flick called The Terminator hit the screens. James Cameron, the brain behind it, teamed up with William Wisher Jr. to write the story. Picture this. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator, a killer robot sent from the future to take out Linda Hamilton's character, Sarah Connor. And guess who's on the good side? As Kyle Reese, Michael Biehn is a soldier sent to protect Sarah. The producer, Gail Ann Hurd, got the rights from Cameron, but only if he directed it. Orion Pictures got it out to the world, and a big shout out to executive producers John Daly and Derek Gibson for making it happen. Even though people didn't expect much, The Terminator crushed it at the box office, making way more money than they spent. Thanks to Cameron's genius ideas, Schwarzenegger's killer performance, and the whole time travel vibe, it became a huge deal and set the stage for a fantastic movie franchise. Before moving next, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So, let's move to the plot summary. When the movie starts, this futuristic robot guy, a Terminator, time travels from 2029 to 1984 LA. His mission? Hunt down and off a lady named Sarah Connor. But a human soldier named Kyle Reese also time travels from the future. His goal? Stop the Terminator from terminating Sarah. So, both the Terminator and Kyle snag some weapons and blend into the 80s scene with new clothes. Now the Terminator starts flipping through a phone book, knocking off every Sarah Connor he can find. It's like a deadly scavenger hunt. The honest Sarah catches wind of this and ends up in a nightclub, where the Terminator comes after her. But Kyle Reese swoops in to rescue Sarah just in time. They grab a car and hit the road, but the Terminator's not giving up. The chase is on, with the Terminator behind the wheel of a stolen cop car. Kyle Reese spills the beans to Sarah while hiding in a parking lot. He lays out this crazy sci-fi scenario, this super smart computer called Skynet, made by Cyberdyne Systems. This Skynet is about to go all "I'm the boss" and start a massive war with nukes to wipe out humans. Sarah's son, John Connor, is a crucial player in the future. He leads a rebellion against Skynet and wins. But just when things are looking good for the humans, Skynet gets sneaky. It sends the Terminator back in time to off Sarah, stopping John from being born. And this Terminator? It's no ordinary killer. It's a high-tech machine covered in fake human skin, with a knack for copying voices and a never-give-up attitude. Okay, so after another run-in with the Terminator, the cops capture Reese and Sarah. But guess what? The Terminator isn't one to chill. It goes all wild at the police station, making a mess and hunting down Sarah. Reese and Sarah escape the chaos, grab a new ride, and hole up in a motel. There, they get their hands dirty, putting together some pipe bombs for self-defense and planning their next move. Now, here's a twist. Reese spills his feelings to Sarah. It turns out he's been head over heels for her ever since he saw the picture John gave him. And guess what happens next? Feeling the love, Sarah plants a kiss on him, and things escalate from there. If you catch my drift, they end up making a little John. So, the Terminator gets crafty and figures out where Sarah is by intercepting a call meant for her mom. Now, Sarah and Reese make a run for it in a pickup truck, with the Terminator hot on their heels on a motorcycle. Things get crazy during the chase. Reese takes a hit and gets pretty banged up while tossing pipe bombs at the Terminator. Sarah manages to knock the Terminator off its motorcycle, but in the chaos, she loses control of the truck, and it flips over. Okay, the Terminator is a hot mess now, all beat up and damaged. It gets desperate and steals a tank truck to mow Sarah down. But Reese, being the hero, slides a pipe bomb into the truck's hose, causing this massive explosion that burns off all the fake human skin from the Terminator, revealing its metal skeleton. The Terminator is relentless though. It chases them into a factory, where Reese gets crafty and turns on some machinery to mess with its head. In a showdown, Reese sacrifices himself by jamming a pipe bomb into the Terminator's guts, blowing it to pieces. But it's not over yet. The Terminator's torso is still kicking, grabbing onto Sarah. Quick thinking, Sarah leads it into a hydraulic press, squashing it, and finally ending the metallic menace. Jump ahead a few months and Sarah, pregnant with John, cruising through Mexico. She's making these audio tapes for her future kiddo. A kid snaps a Polaroid of her at a gas station and she buys it. It's the same photo John will later hand to Reese. While at the gas station, the owner mentions a storm coming and Sarah gets all serious, hinting at the big war against Skynet in the future. The movie wraps up as Sarah drives off into the sunset, giving us a hint of what's coming. Did you know Orion Pictures initially doubted the Terminator's success, fearing bad reviews and limiting press screenings, only to be surprised by its massive popularity? The Terminator's surprising success at the box office. Initially, Orion Pictures didn't think the Terminator would do well. They were worried about bad reviews and didn't even want critics to see it. At first, they only showed it to the actors' agents. There was only one press screening. Surprisingly, when The Terminator came out on October 26, 1984, people loved it. In the first week, it played in over 1,000 theaters and made $4 million, becoming the #1 movie. It stayed at the top in the second week, but lost to Oh God, You Devil in the third week. Even though it faced competition, James Cameron, the director, said The Terminator was a hit for its size. It made $38.3 million in the United States and Canada and another $40 million in other countries, totaling $78.3 million worldwide. So, despite the early doubts, The Terminator became a big success, proving that being a big fish in a smaller pond was better than the other way around. Are you wondering why James Cameron's direction in The Terminator receives a perfect 5/5, setting a standard for future action sci-fi thrillers and offering valuable lessons for modern films? Let's find out with us. Movie reviews. Arnie nails it, 5/5. Arnold Schwarzenegger is absolutely perfect as the cyborg. This might just be his best role, though the debate continues. The special effects, explosive, non-stop action, and gripping story make it a true classic. While I lean towards T2, this is where the magic began and far surpasses anything that followed. James Cameron's flawless direction, 5/5. James Cameron's direction is flawless, setting the tone for future action sci-fi thrillers. The pacing, energy, and tension are exceptional, offering lessons for many modern films. The iconic presence of Arnie and the excellent performance by Linda Hamilton add to the film's perfection. A timeless tale, 5/5. In the future, where Skynet's AI triggers a global nuclear holocaust, The Terminator crafts a perfectly constructed story. Schwarzenegger as the Terminator is inspired casting, and the film's intensity, akin to a sci-fi horror, doesn't let go. It's a cultural touchstone that goes beyond being just a movie. Eternal relevance, 5/5. You can run, but can't hide. Although lacking time travel, the film's portrayal of a dystopian future remains an outstanding piece of filmmaking. This is an ontological and paradoxical forecast that, despite lacking time travel, reflects our reliance on machines and the potential consequences. The Terminator is a sci-fi masterpiece that not only started a franchise, but also left an indelible mark on the genre, perpetuating the test of time. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it ASAP. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.